I'm not a lawyer, but let's get into the day 2 recap of Florida versus Alicia Andrews. And the day started off kind of spicy. The judge kicks the day off telling the attorneys that she recently learned that Alicia's defense team did some interviews right before the trial started.
The next thing I want to discuss, it was brought to my attention, I don't know if it's accurate or not, that Fox 13 is going to be airing an interview with defense counsel today. Is that accurate?
I don't know what Fox 13 is doing. If you're asking whether we did an interview with them this week, yesterday, we haven't.
Okay.
I don't know what interview they would be airing today. If it's not the same one they continuously air.
Okay. And you were interviewed by a reporter at Fox 13 at some point?
Yes.
Okay. Did they tell you that they were going to air it during the trial?
They didn't say when they would, but they said if they did, they would have probably aired it that Friday, so that would have been the same week before trial.
Prosecutors then say that they've heard about other interviews that Alicia's team has done, and so they are requesting a gag order.
Judge, if I can make an tennis motion at this point, because this is kind of getting out of control. We're aware of all kinds of interviews that counsel has given now to podcasts, and now you're telling me about this Fox 13 thing, which I didn't even know about that.
Well, again, I don't know if it's accurate. I
No,
just
that's
heard
fine.
through the grapevine that it was going to air today.
Counsel's representations to the court this morning, I would ask for a gag order on all parties as far as any interviews with the media going forward until this trial is over.
Alicia's team expressed that they would object and respond to a gag order motion, but ultimately the judge ruled that she will put a gag order in place, at least temporarily, because this is something she's actually never experienced before.
So at this point, I'm going to temporarily grant the state's tennis motion. I'm going to do some more research on this just because I've never had the issue arise ever in 23 years. And then, but for the time being, no one's going to be talking to the media about this case. Okay, we're in the middle of trial.
Completely unrelated, I interviewed some attorneys, and that interview is available right now on my YouTube page. The attorneys then move on to making arguments about some text messages that Alicia sent in 2021 about Julio, Foolio. The defense says the text messages are irrelevant because they were sent 3 years before the incident happened, and they say it doesn't prove or disprove that Alicia knew what was going to happen on June 23, 2024. The prosecutors, on the other hand, argue that the messages are relevant because they show that Alicia knew who Julio Foolio was, and according to them, it contradicts what she said in her police interview, where they say she told them that she didn't know anything about gang culture or the Jacksonville gang beef. So after hearing both sides, the judge rules that the text messages can come in, and then prosecutors call one of Alicia's best friends to the stand to read them.
Do you know a person by the name of Alicia Andrews?
Yes, I do. She's one of my bestest friends.
Did Alicia Andrews ever mention